tell you one. Butch Robbins was in high school. We came over to Atlas House in Roanoke, in Reno. You know, he wanted to play band, saw him on TV. And Bill drove up and heard Butch play, and he said, "What do you do?" "I'm in high school." "Well, when you get out, I want you to play banjo for me." Okay. So 2 years later, he finished high school, called me. I said, "Well, when the next man quits, I'll put you on the list," because I supplied the music for about 10 or 12 years.
Yeah.
Bill called me the band. I said, "Remember that boy was in high school?" "Yeah, bring him down here." I brought him down here, and they started rehearsing, you know, playing some. In a few minutes, Butch played some Scrubs, you know, and got on one. I said, "I wouldn't play it that way."
Yeah.
Butch, you know, goes to high school. Yeah. A few minutes, he'd seen Reno, just loved Reno, you know. And the next song or something, he went to the bar call, you know, looked at me and grinned. Got under that song, said, "Look, I wouldn't play it that way either." A few minutes, he did some Sonny Aldrin, and Monroe just stopped in that song. Says, I just wouldn't play it that way." I said, "Son, you can't play like nobody else now. You got to play like yourself." "How you do that?"
You do that.
Monroe looked straight at him and said, "You learn what everybody else knows and never play it."
Never play it.
I hope I get to tell that.
You should tell that one, absolutely.
You know, you learn what everybody else knows.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
And never play it. At Camp Springs in 70, the Osmonds had gone electric, you know,
Yeah.
and they set their thing up. And I always had them to follow Monroe or somebody. I didn't put Bill in a 10:30, 11 o'clock spot. I wanted people to hear him, hear the music. You know that, because I followed.
Right.
I took you in Maryville, made you follow the Osmonds. Well, I'll tell you about it. But they'd done set their thing up, you know, and I let them use 3 monitors. And they had them straight back because they still had them. But they were to be after Monroe, so I was fixing to bring Bill on when I walked through the door. I said, "Wait a minute, Bill, they got them monitors straight back. I'm going to turn the 2 on the end. I'm going to turn them in a little bit and you can hear them better." He said, "You don't have to do that. I've already heard what comes out of that."
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that. I've already heard what comes out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no lie.
He just say a few words.
Just one line.
A line is all he say. And you know, as long as I worked with him, I never figured him out. And I don't think he wanted anybody to figure him out.
Oh, I don't think he could be figured out. Honestly,
I never knew if he was serious or if he was joking. I never knew that.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm writing a book on this.
Are you?
Musical life.
Yeah.
And if I get to tell the stories, you'll hear them again. I think that's why they got me here. But I said to him, "Bill, I'm going to write a book someday." I said, "Well, you know, I can trust you because you don't play and sing." You know, I couldn't steal a thing, you know. I said, "Well, now you tell me something. I want to know how you get them notes. So it's clear and they're stronger than the other. They jump at it."
Yeah.
"Well, if I tell you," I said, "No, I ain't going to tell nobody. Someday I'll put in a book, but it'll be long." "All right. Well, you see, I can count the strings." I said, "Well, I can count the strings. I mean, you got 4 sets of 2s is 8 strings." No, I can count how many times they go up and down." I said, "Man, what are you doing?" "Well, now I just told you." I said, "Well, okay." You know, like he thought I was going to call him a liar, and he can't stand it. So a year goes by, that worried me. I was going to print that, but you know, so I went back to him. I said, "Bill, I got to ask." He said, "You can count them strings. How you do that?" "And if I tell you," I said, "Well, I ain't going to tell nobody." Well, you see, I count them with my left hand. I said, "You count them with your left hand. How you do that?" "Well, you see, my finger's sitting on the string." My finger's sitting on the string. And he could count them vibrating. He could tell exactly when he got that vibration on that note right.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You see, with his finger sitting on the finger, under his finger there.
Yeah.
And he knew exactly how the vibration of every one of them that way. Place up in Maryland, and have had it for 15 years. And the girl that took care of it found a postcard in my bureau drawer. And she'd put it in that, cleaned that out. For 15 years, she'd cleaned that drawer out. Said that card was not in it. I said, "Well, how did it get in there?" "I don't know." "Where is it from?" "Berryville, Virginia."
Really?
I said, "Berryville, Virginia," and mailed to a man in someplace and somewhere in the woman. I said, well, how did it get in? I don't know. I said, when was it mailed from Berryville? Look at the date on it. Can you see it?
Well,
It was mailed September the 11th. I mean, September the 13th, 19 and 11.
I can't see it. Well, its postage stamp is over part of
Do
that.
you know what that day is?
Yeah, I sure do.
The day Bill Monroe was born.
Yeah.
It was somewhere for 83 years and wound up in that drawer.
Well,
While you go, I'm gonna tell a story on you.
Uh-oh.
And no, I want you to hear this, boys. In 1961, I decided to hire country acts. I'd been doing bluegrass a lot. I was gonna hire one for flat rate, and it was Ray Price. He came to Danville, Richmond, Virginia, and Salem, Virginia, and played in a ballpark. Ray Price had just hired a bass player that week. Buddy Spiker was with him. When we got to Salem the third day, I thought the guy was knocked out. Man, and I had Reno and Smiley, you know, it was on King Records.
Yeah.
So you and Mac McGahey, Mac was the fiddler of that,
Yeah.
he loved you, and then y'all was talking, I thought, well, I can go to him and maybe get the other guy to. So I came to you and said, who is the bass player? And you told me, I said, he write them songs? Yeah. I said, well, I might could get him on King Records. Go over and tell him if he'll send me a tape, I'll try to get him on that. Well, you got, no, I don't know him. All right, so he walks over and tells the bass player, and the guy thinks he might get you on King Records if you send him a tape, I think. The guy comes over and talks to me. He sent me a tape. I sent it to King Records. They sent it back, couldn't use it. Cashbox Magazine, 2 or 3 months later, had an article. They were going country records. Liberty. Joe Allison was A&R man. I mailed that tape to Joe Allison, and that's how Willie Nelson got on Liberty Records.
Wow. That's a great story.
Wow.
True story.
He got a call from Nashville, and Joe
I remember
Allison
that
was.
show. I remember that. I remember,
Yeah,
I
you're on a
remember
truck
with
bed.
the mainly
You remember the
one-
Saturday night in Richmond when he was just doing Columbus Stockade Blues and Jim Day played the steel.
Yeah.
So I went to Price after the Friday night and said, could he sing a couple of more? I wanted to hear him. I said, I need a longer show. Yeah. So he sung Columbus Stockade Blues, and I went out and whispered, do 2 more. He looked over at Ray. He got on. He said, well, I get to do 2 more. A song I wrote, Byron Young's got it on record. I believe it's #1. I'll do it for you. Hello, Walls. Well, it was the hottest song in the nation. The people stood up after the thing. He said, well, thank you. I got another one. I'll never forget it. He said, I got another one. Claude Graves got it out, had it out. George Jones just cut it. It's on the charts, and I'll do it for you. Family Bible. He sung it. I was standing over there. Did you know Price got mad and went downstairs?
Probably it sounds.
You remember we had, you can't remember, we closed the curtain, had to, because Price, they come and said, Ray's gone downstairs, mad. I said, what is it, Ray? Hell, ain't what you doing to me?
Buddy, don't listen to all this stuff, man.
I said, what? The damn man's getting a stand. I said, I didn't know he wrote the songs. Yes, you did. I said, I didn't know it. I didn't know it. Well, I ain't going out there and sing after my bass player gets 2 standing ovations. I said, you want to get paid? Well, I said, well, then you better get your ass right behind mine up them steps.